Sure you haven't got the wrong number. You sure it's me you wanna talk to tonight? Everyone in town's got your number. Everybody's got you pegged right. Is that why you got in touch with me? I guess you must be running out of fools. When you went and left me there crying, your goodbye was even colder than ice. It didn't bother you, I was crying. And now you want to break my heart twice. Is that why you got in touch with me? I guess you must be running out of fools. Guess you got back to my name in your little black book. Well, listen, tell you what, I bet you forgot how I even look. So go ahead with all your sweet talking. Go ahead for all the good it can do. Have yourself a dime's worth of talking, and then I'm gonna hang right up on you. 'Cause this time you're not getting through to me. I guess you must be running out of fools. Even fools like me. Even fools like me. I said you're running out of fools. Even old fools like me.
Like a warrior that fights and wins the battle, I know the taste of victory. Though I went through some nights consumed by the shadows, I was crippled emotionally. Somehow I made it through the heartache. Yes, I did. I escaped. I found my way out of the darkness. I kept my faith. I know you did. Kept my faith. When the river was deep, I didn't falter. When the mountain was high, I still believed. When the valley was low, it didn't stop me. No, no. I knew you were waiting. I knew you were waiting for me. Don't trouble the water. I won't leave it alone. Why don't you let it be? Still water run deep. Yes, it do. I know that. Oh, yeah. If you only believe.
Sharon? Huh? You move to Sharon? I'll move for you back here.
In this whole world, you know, there are millions of boys and girls who are young, gifted, and black, with their souls intact.
Okay, good evening.
You are young.
Did I say that loud enough? Good evening. My name is Darwin Griffin. I'll be one of your hosts for this evening. And everybody is here this evening getting an opportunity to get acquainted with each other. And please, throughout the night, continue to do that. This is going to be a fun-packed evening. There's going to be a lot of young ladies that are looking for your support. If you want to applause them emphatically, please, if you want to stand up and you want to give them recognition, please do that as well. This is Full and Fabulous Debutante Ball. And just to give you a little bit of the history about Full and Fabulous, this event, A Rose is Still a Rose Debutante Ball, which is the graduation and the end of program year ceremony. Listed below are the girls participating tonight, and below them are the girls who started out in the program. But because of lack of consistent transportation and the fact that our 1999 Ford Econoline 16-passenger van is in disrepair. Everybody hear me when I say that van is in disrepair. Now, what does that mean? I'm going to ad-lib a little bit off the script. That means that if you have someone that you know that may have a van that may be in need of some young ladies that could utilize that transportation, please contact Ms. Dumas and she will take that van off your hands. She will give you an opportunity to go and have a lot of women and a lot of young ladies that will be thanking you for doing that. So if you do know someone that has a van that's sitting up, not being in use, or you're planning on getting a newer van, and you'd like to go and you'd like to donate that van to a worthwhile cause, that van can be taken off of your hands. Now, we need to be able to utilize this van to transport young ladies to and from various different events that they're involved in. One of the things that that van also will be able to do is to transport people or transport the young ladies out of state. Ms. Dumas is developing Full and Fabulous programs in other parts of the United States. So that van will come in great, great need and great usage to be able to transport different places. One is in Georgia. So as you know, those of you that may be from Georgia have ventured down to Georgia, that is a long trip, and we need a very reliable van. And this van, as I said, we need something that will be able to transport people there. Now, as Ms. Dumas indicated, if anybody knows, I'll say her name, Ellen DeGeneres, we would like for her to come and visit the organization, and we'd like for her to donate a van, if possible. We know that Ellen DeGeneres probably could go and get probably 3 or 4 vans, but we're not greedy. We'll take just one if she'd like to donate that one van to Full and Fabulous. Okay. Now, this is my co-host. Isn't she lovely? As I said before, your applause can be real loud. Real loud. Get in practice for this applause, because when the girls come out, when the young ladies, the debutantes come out, we want you to show them a lot of love, because they took a lot of time to prepare the dance and the talent and other things that they're going to say to you tonight. So please, don't hold back your applause. Don't hold back your hoops and hollers. I mean, that's something that I don't do, but if you want to do that, you want to let your daughter or your granddaughter or your niece, whatever the relationship is with some of the ladies that's up here on the stage, please make sure you let them know how much you really and truly appreciate them and what they're doing tonight. I'm ecstatic now because I'm an alpha. And when I see this beautiful young lady come in with all this black and gold,
Yeah.
and just to give a little bit of recognition to this young lady is one of our youngest debutantes in the room. This is Sharon Dumas's mother. So let me get a little bit of louder applause for Miss Dorothy Tankersley. I just want to thank Miss McPhail for standing up and giving that recognition to her. Thank you, Miss McPhail, for making sure you're giving her that love. Again, let's give her another round of applause. We're going to do a little something else later in the show that's going to recognize Miss Tankersley as well. Because one of the things, too, is that this, and I'm not sure, because I'm not going to go and misstate her age, but I'm going to say, as I say with any beautiful young lady like her, she's probably at least 29 years of age. She said 25? Well, then, I guess, see, now I'm getting in trouble already. I done missed it by 4 years. So, for 25 years of age, Miss Dorothy Tankersley, let's give her another round of applause. Okay, and now we want to get the show started. So I'm going to give my lovely co-host an opportunity to go and introduce herself to you. And then also we're going to get started and let the debutantes be recognized.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Trevon Clifton. Are you all ready for an exciting evening? Are you sure? Because I know these young ladies are excited to present to you what they have been working on so diligently. And as the parents and the family members that are out here, we're so glad that you are here. You all look wonderful. I happen to be one of those. I wasn't a part of the Curvy Girl Project, but I met Miss Sharon at age 12. And so I was one of those young ladies who was in need of mentorship and need of guidance. And I'm so grateful for her life and how it has blessed mine. And so I'm excited to be here because I'm full circle in this position on tonight. And so one of the things that we wanted to make sure is that you cheered these young ladies on loudly and proudly, because they worked so hard. I think you have seen the transformation up close. And so we're going to have the debutantes opening dance. And so if you go ahead and cue the music. And remember, we want you to cheer loudly and proudly for our beautiful debutantes.
She was a
Wasn't that great? Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to have all of the debutantes to introduce themselves. We are doing a lot of talking, but we're going to let them, this is their time to shine. So we're going to give them the mic, let them go and introduce themselves, and there's a special, full and fabulous way that all the debutantes will introduce themselves.
Good afternoon. I am Isis. I am incredible, super, intelligent, and sassy. Isis.
I am Patrice. I am pretty, I am active, talented, respectful, intelligent, caring, and efficient. Patrice.
I am Janaya. I am joyful, awesome, nice, intelligent, and artistic. I am Janaya.
I am Tanaya. I am terrific, artistic, nice, youthful, intelligent, and adventurous. I am Tanaya.
I am Annalise. I am artistic, nurturing, nice, adorable, loving, intelligent, sympathetic, smart, and efficient. I am Annalise.
I am Tamia Joy. I am talented, open-minded, meaningful, intelligent, amazing, joyful, original, and young. Tamia Joy.
Okay. I am Shyla. I am smart, hopeful, youthful, loving, and appreciative. I am Shyla.
Good afternoon. I am McKaylin. I am a miracle, appreciative, kind-hearted, amazing, lovable, youthful, and natural.
Yes. Come on, let's give it up for our debutantes. We are so excited for each and every one of these young ladies. Now, as they get ready for the next segment of the ball, I want to read to you a little bit of history. Some of you probably already know a little bit, so this is just a refresher. But let us tell you about Miss Sharon Dumas. She's the founder and CEO, and she started Full and Fabulous in 1982 and is a trailblazing community advocate. Dumas's organization, Full and Fabulous, has been working with overweight teens and women to build healthy eating, exercise, boost self-esteem, and positive body image for years before the Curvy Girl movement began, and is recognized as a pioneer in the plus-size industry. Sharon's organization, Full and Fabulous, celebrates its 37th anniversary. Isn't that exciting? So like I said, I've known her since I was 12 and I'm only 25, just the same age as you, so we're doing great. That's right. And so one of the first things we wanted to also do is bring awareness in the community. And so the way this is set up is that it's not only for the girls to be educated, but maybe tonight you'll learn a little bit too about some of the things that are going on in the city of Detroit that you need to be aware of. And so right now we want to bring up Cara Thomas. She's going to give a 7-minute, thank you. Cara Thomas, she's going to give a 7-minute prevention message, and she is the prevention service manager for substance use disorder programs at the Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority. So let's please give it up for Miss Cara Thomas.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It is truly a blessing to be here for 37 years I haven't been here every year with Full and Fabulous, but I think about maybe half of those almost. I guess as my daughter is 18 and we started she was about 8 or 9, so that would be close to 10 years or longer. But I do bring you greetings from Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority, which is the hat I'm going to be wearing for this evening regarding this prevention message. When asked to to bring this message to you all about what we do at Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority. I actually thought I was going to be sitting behind the table talking to you all one-on-one and engaging with you. But as they told me when I came in this evening that I would be standing before you, many things came before my mind. One has been the purpose behind what we do in substance use disorder in the prevention office, and that is to promote messages about prevention of the substance abuse, of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs, many areas of what we even are going to be addressing tonight, which connect with the substances, which have been this opioid epidemic that's going on across our nation. Also, the obesity. I brought a few flyers for different areas that we do cover and address. The biggest thing that has been a concern of ours across the nation now is the suicide of our young people. And just yesterday, I got a call from one of our providers that stated that they're going Facebook Live and taking their lives at young ages. And that just took my heart, and just try to figure out what is it that we can do in this community through prevention and through treatment and recovery in the areas that we work in, because we are supposed to be the minstrels, in a sense, walking and helping those out in our community to address these issues that you and I both are hopefully staying drug-free, that we can tell another person about. That's ultimately what our goal is, to try to remain drug-free through our lifetime, because if we are the voices to those in others' community, we can help the others. Our programs, and that I'll just highlight through this prevention message, we have 34 programs across Wayne County. A couple you'll be seeing out this evening that are here as well as a part of the program. And this purpose behind that is to make sure that we educate, that we engage, that we go out to the doors, to your doors, and come to wherever your programs or wherever your need is. We actually have been doing our faith-based programs across the county. We just had our 5th annual Faith-Based Initiative Conference this past week that was engaging clergy and faith organizations, because they are to help hold that prevention message across those pulpits and different areas. We are trying to make sure we touch every area, to just like this Full and Fabulous program is doing this evening. I know she's been connecting and collaborating. Sharon is one of those, no matter what the circumstance, boots are on the ground working. And that's what the goal of our prevention programs are. I wanted for people, we all need some encouragement as well. One another, not just uplifting one another, sometimes to just say a word of how I can help you, my brother, my sister. That is part of our prevention. Through our programs at Detroit Wayne, we developed many initiatives. One has been called the My Strength app. And that has helped some in many ways, and some of you all may have heard our commercials about where if you are down, if you have been going through something, if you are in grief, or you are in dealing with any type of circumstance or situation, that this program will send you messages that you can share with even one another, encouraging messages. Within, as I stated, in those 34 prevention programs, we have various outgoing events like this. This is considered a drug-free event that you all are sitting in today, because there is what? No alcohol, hopefully no tobacco, unless you have to leave the building for that, and other drugs. We have been finding that in so much of our data, with our opioid epidemic has been the strongest one that they keep giving us millions of dollars for in our region to address, because the problem has been more getting on the rise with our white males. That's what our data has told us. We lost 915 deaths in our region this past fiscal year due to the opioid overdose. Out of those, the ages range from 4 years old to 88 years old. in those numbers, we have been, although they had gone down from our 997 in our county last year, because we've been doing naloxone trainings, providing the trainings to help people reverse the drug overdose, those opioids that you know that we take when we are in pain, like Vicodin, that we are taking, that is legitimately taken, that we will give, and when we are in pain, we want to take more. We want to take more to mask that pain. But hopefully, you know, as I stated through many of these programs that just a few that I only address, as I stated in the room, is Empowerment Zone Coalition. We have Spectrum Child and Family Services. We got the class agency that's collaborating with this organization, which is Changing Lives and Staying Sober. We have multiple programs across our region that are for our youth. And that is our goal, to make sure we address each one. We are providing many events like this one for youth as well as for our adults. We even working with older adult community, so I'll make sure we always share from birth to death. No matter how young or old, our programs are for you, and whatever you feel that you need services in. We have upcoming a Youth Opioid Summit is being scheduled for September 12th and 13th at Cobo Hall, so you can save that date. We are planning to make sure we always go over. We try to reach wherever as a state that need is, and that's the ultimate goal for what prevention does. And I hope that something that we do, if we're not doing, please make sure you come up to me and let me know. This is another ideal that we may need to bring to our communities, because we can't think of all the things that are innovative, but the ways that we hope to promote and to prevent, because that's truly our ultimate goal. And I thank you, and definitely to Ms. Sharon Dumas for asking me to provide this message with you today. And please make sure you stop by the table and get some goodies as well as some information. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Let's give that up for Ms. Cara Thomas. We had the pleasure of going this week to the faith-based wellness, called Beyond the Walls. It was my first time attending, and it was the 5th year, correct? And it was excellent information. And it's not just for the health professionals only, but if you want to be educated to know how to reach your children, your nieces, nephews, grandchildren, it is so important that you get this information, because we are all one village. No matter the color, no matter the gender, we are all one village, and so we are here to help and support each and every person. And so now I'm going to turn this portion over to my co-MC. Now, he talked about how well I look, but you know, you need to give Mr. Darwin a hand for his dapperness. And now he's sporting his black and gold, so he's supporting his Alpha brothers on tonight. But why don't you come on up, sir, and introduce our first talent of the evening.
Thank you. Okay. Is everybody having fun? Is everybody having fun? Okay. Now you're going to really get a good opportunity to go and, just as we were saying before, to go and applaud these beautiful young ladies. And without further ado, let me bring the first debutante on, and her name is Miss Shyla Butler.
Chance the Rapper once said that my generation was pacified into believing that racism only existed in our history books. Since my generation isn't interested in reading, they go by what they're told. Lacking the ability, because my generation isn't interested, they go by what they're told. Schools don't teach black children their history, they hide it. Lacking the information on their history, my generation lacks the ability to empathize with our own race. They lack the ability to spot facades. A previous black classmate of mine once said that white privilege doesn't exist. Yet more than 1,000 black people died by the hands of white police officers. And almost every one of those police officers were not convicted. So you see, I'm angry that some of us black folks have the tendency to question if white privilege even exists. exist. At any given time, I can be killed because I am black, whether I am in my sleep like Ayanna Jones or walking home like Trayvon Martin. My skin color makes me a target. So the problem that I have to face every day is living in fear, not knowing if I will live to see the next day. Kiss my mother one more time, or even cry one more time, all because I am black. Stop letting social media poison your mind. If the schools don't teach you your history, do your own research. Empathize with your ancestors and know your rights. Can no person teach or tell you how to be black? And most importantly, can nobody teach or tell you how to be you? Within my stride, you can see the pride that I radiate from inside. I do not hide who I am. I am a curvy girl. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shyla. Now we have to remember and listen to the things they're saying. They're sharing things from their heart. And so right now, we want to introduce Miss McKaylin, who will be sharing from her heart a poem called Now.
I am mighty, I am anointed, I am kind-hearted, this is my appointed time. I am a light that can't be hidden. I will not yield to temptation because I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Never let anyone tell you that you should stand behind them. You are the leader. You stand in front. Because where I am from, you are not a leader. You are a follower. We must continue to trailblaze. We must continue to break glass ceilings. We must lift as we climb. And black woman, even if nobody else sees you, I see you. You are worth protecting, and we are worth the loving. Walk in your purpose and rock your truth. Yes. Thank you.
I can see all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can see all things through Christ who strengthens me. Amen. All right. Our next debutante, her name is Miss Isis Ramsey, and she's going to be doing a reflection.
Mine is a song.
Again for Miss Isis Ramsey. Yes. So you all know that's from Mulan, right? Yes, the Disney lovers and so many different things are changing for our women of color. Heard about The Little Mermaid. It's in the remake, and it's going to be a woman of color from what's the girls group? Their sister group. I can't think of their name. I think it's Chloe and Halle. Yeah, so society is up in arms. Some part of society is up in arms about a young woman of color playing that role, but we know it is definitely our time to shine. It has been. And so we're so grateful that these young ladies get their time to shine on tonight. And so we have another young lady who is going to shine with her poem on tonight. Her name is Annalise Okendo, and she's going to be reciting a poem called Refinement.
Dave Willis once said that holding a grudge doesn't make you strong, it makes you bitter. Forgiving someone doesn't make you weak, it sets you free. Now listen, are you just gonna sit here and let a grudge control your life like anger from inside out? Because grudges are like poison, not only mentally but physically. And none of us in this room right now are promised tomorrow. And what if one day you get into an argument with someone and they say something that hurts you? And no matter how much they say they're sorry and that they love you, you are holding that grudge inside. And then the next day, poof, they are gone. Now, I know sometimes it's hard to forgive somebody when they hurt you, but life is about forgetting and forgetting. Either you can hold a grudge and it will haunt your life forever, or you can forgive and life will be so much easier. So when I'm done with this, I want you to tell the people next to you that you love them, and tell the people that you are mad at that you forgive them.
Now that's something that, just as she said, let's give her another round of applause. I think something that we're going to do too is I'm going to ask you, just as she asked you to do, look at the person next to you. Look at the person next to you, and I want you to tell, if you don't have a person next to you, think about somebody that you may know and tell them, I forgive you, and also that I love you. Let's do that. Thank you. And this young brother said that he loved me, and I love him back, so I appreciate that. Now, next we have Tanaya Hayes, and Ms. Hayes is going to read a poem called Freedom.
Generations before this one, people put their lives on the line to allow this ungrateful country to have its freedom. We barely think about it or talk about it as if we want it to fade away and ignore it completely. We treat it so carelessly, it's getting to the point where it's becoming beyond absurd. And what I mean by that is that, hold on, I shouldn't explain this to none of y'all. Y'all should already know. So, you're probably expecting freedom to be handed to you and remain there. We are not teaching our kids where they came from, just allowing them to roam the streets and learn it the hard way. But it doesn't just happen. Looking back into history, changes came up front. People fought long and hard for their freedom and victory. So, the challenge that my generation faces today is that everything is handed to them. And that's in my poem.
Excellent. Let's give it up for Miss Tanaya Hayes for her poem, Freedom. And as she mentioned, we're going to give her opportunity to come on down. Come on down, Princess. It's so important that if we lift up our voices together, and especially teach our young people that, you know, they're no longer that idea of children are to be seen and not heard. So many of us grew up with that. Well, I didn't. I had an amazing mother. She listened, and I appreciated her giving me that voice. And so when we give our young people a voice like this on tonight, that's how the change begins. And so I want to introduce to you all Miss Janiyah Jenkins. I love that name. My daughter's name, Janiyah, so I have a special affinity for it. And Miss Janiyah Jenkins is going to show you her talent through the art of painting. Say, go Janiyah, go Janiyah, go Janiyah, go Janiyah. Janiyah's working on her masterpiece. Motivated. Y'all know we're doing a tribute tonight also of Aretha Franklin, so this gonna get us in the mood. Come on, we witnessing greatness. All right. And she's going to tell us just a little bit about what this painting is. Mm-hmm. Come on. Say, what's your name, sir? Jesse. All right, Jesse, you're doing great. We should have had you up here. No. And Janiyah is done. Let's show everybody. All right. That's beautiful. Now come on down, because I want you to tell us just a little bit, just very quickly, what you did here.
Okay, so I really love nature, so I would like to draw a blue background with pollen trees, with the pollen kind of falling off with the wind.
Thank you so much. We'll take that from you. I promise I won't sell it, but it is beautiful.
All right, we can clap a little louder than that. That took a lot of work right there, and that should be really rewarded. I remember when I was young, I was trying to do something like that, and it was like only about a little paint by number kits. So I don't know some of you that can recognize those paint by number kits, but that's what I had. But that was excellent. That was excellent. Now we've got Tamaya Mitchell. Miss Mitchell will read a poem called Black Girl Rock.
Another black girl power poem. Skin like melted chocolate, melanin the shade of mahogany. A black girl's skin has never lacked monotony. Even when a black girl speaks, it's like magic flows from her lips. Meanwhile, the essence of fertility sways with her wide, sashaying hips. Black girls no longer cower from the sun because they fear they'll only get darker. No longer putting on BB bleaching cream after their shower.
Come on.
Don't be afraid, black girl. So what's this? Another member of She Butter Twitter promoting being black as if it was a choice, as if it's the best thing since sliced bread. Embracing being black is not a bad thing. It's tiring. It's tiring, they said. I believe it's more tiring for people to think I'm less because of the complexion of my skin. Because my hair defies gravity, because I am versatile beyond belief. But if there's versatility, there's value. And yes, it's rude to ask me what I'm mixed with, as if black alone couldn't be good enough.
Come on.
At the end of the day, this is another black girl rock poem. And I hope they keep getting written until someone starts to listen.
Excellent. All right, that was a great, come on, let's see your snaps. Let's get some snaps for that wonderful poem. Thank you so much, Tamia Joy. Thank you. And now we will have our final young lady bringing her talent. And we have already heard some wonderful singing, and we're going to have some more by Miss Patrice Darnell. She's going to sing a song by India Arie called Get It Together. Come on, Patrice. It's your time to shine.
One shot to your heart without breaking your skin. No one has the power to hurt you like I can. Kept it inside, didn't tell no one else. Didn't even wanna admit it to yourself. And now your chest burns and your back aches for 15 years of holding the pain. And now you only have yourself to blame if you continue to live this way. You wanna heal your body, you have to heal your heart. Whatsoever you sow, you will reap. Get it together. Ooh, yeah. You can fly, fly. Dark future ahead of me, that's what they said. I'd be starving if I ate all the lies they fed. 'Cause I've been redeemed from your anguish and pain. Miracle child, I'm floating on the clouds. 'Cause the words that came from your mouth, you're the first to hear. Speak words of beauty and you will be there. No matter what anybody says, what matters most is what you think of yourself. You wanna heal your body, you have to heal your heart. Whatsoever you sow, you will reap. Get it together. You can fly, 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 fly. You can live or you can die.
That was awesome. That was really awesome. You know, we see our budding talent in here. We see a lot of young ladies that are getting ready to go and go off to do some great, great things in life. So we want to definitely keep them lifted. We want to keep them encouraged, and we want to continue to pray for them because they have really put on so far, we have been enlightened with a lot of great talent, haven't we? And the interesting part about it is that we've still got a lot more to go. So again, right now we're getting ready to go and we're going to have a fashion show. So I want everybody to get your glasses on, get your eyes ready, get your cameras ready, get your video cameras ready, because there's going to be some great, great, great outfits that the ladies are going to model for you. So when we do get an opportunity to go and see them when they come out, I definitely want you to go and make certain that you give them that same enthusiastic round of applause to let them know just how much you appreciate them.
Okay. All right, we are moving right along. And the portion that we have come to now is our fashion show. Now, our young ladies have also been working very hard as they've been learning about fashion, and they are, thank you, putting, as you can see, they got their face and their hair done, and so they are ready to present their fashion on this evening. And so we want you to encourage them because this is their catwalk time. And you know how it is when we get all dressed up, right? And we ready to strike our pose. Yeah, they're ready to strike their pose, honey. So I'm so enjoying him. Can I tell you, that's okay, you're not bothering me. I love your commentary. Because we want you to talk back and let the young ladies know that you are enjoying what you're seeing on tonight. You Sharon's brother? That okay? And that's why your mama got her arms folded like she's about to pop you. Like she better get out of here. All right, so we are going to call these young ladies out one by one. And so here we have Miss Isis Ramsey and her fashion. Come on, Isis, let's see you, girl. All right, you better walk. Oh yes, and she has her Cairo shells, necklace, and earrings. She has on a jumpsuit with a kind of like palazzo pants. Come on, you better work it, honey. And I couldn't even walk in heels today. I can't really walk in them now. I'm gonna just tell her myself, but she's doing fabulous. And next we have Miss Tanaya Hayes. All right, Tanaya. And what I love about this is that our young ladies are walking confidently with their curves. Yes, that's such a beautiful orange on your complexion. All right, and next we have Miss Shyla Butler. Show it, Shyla. Show that confidence, girl. See, what we've learned here is that beauty is not about size. It's about what's going on the inside. And Shyla got it going on the inside as well as the outside. And now we have Miss Janiyah Jenkins with this lovely pink ensemble, pastel pink. Go ahead, girl. I love to see how confident they are. They blooming. Ooh. Come on, Miss Janiyah. All right, and next we have McKaylin Williams. Come on, honey, with that yellow. Yeah, girl, strike your pose. I love it and how she tied it together with that floral piece. Come on now. Patrice Darnell. All right. That's right. Walk with confidence. That's right. And she's owning that stage with a striped jumpsuit. With a look, almost like a mock turtleneck. I like that. Come on now, let's give it up for Patrice Darnell. And now we have Tamaya Joy Mitchell. Come on. Oh, don't be shy, girl. God has blessed each and every one of these young ladies. And each and every one of us, we are an example of his masterpiece. Yeah, all right. Yeah, did y'all see the shoes? Did y'all see the fur on the shoes? You better come on, girl. I love it. And now we have Miss Annalisa Kendall. That's right. And she's paired her outfit with a beautiful white top and it's all on the side and the arms. And then it's a beautiful pastel pink with these stripes. Come on, strike your pose. Yeah, give it to him. Come on. Can I see you fling that beautiful hair? Go ahead, girl. Don't. Come on now. Own it. Yeah. All right. And now we have our lovely participants with their moms, Isis and Aravel Ramsey. Aww. We honor and celebrate these mothers who gave up their time as well. Y'all better get it. Because where would we be without the moms? Come on with y'all orange. Do it in the orange floral. So beautiful. Next we have Tanaya Hayes and Tanisha Davis. Go ahead, mother and daughter. We got floral and we got camouflage. TNT, Dynamite. Tanaya Hayes and Tanisha Davis. Now we have Shyla Butler with her mother, Synethia Butler. Come on, mother and daughter. All right, y'all better look like sisters. Love it because mom is rocking that. She rocking not only the black but that cold shoulder. And Shyla has a beautiful mustard colored dress paired with boots. I like that. Okay, and now we have Janiyah Jenkins with Nikita Lassenby. Smile. We loving the summertime outfits. There is a rose in Spanish Harlem. So cute. A rose in black and Spanish Harlem. And next we have McKaylin Williams with Carisha Williams. Come on now, mom and daughter. All right, go on with y'all jumpsuits. All right, mama got the black jumpsuit with the cold shoulder and the silver sparkling shoes. And baby girl is rocking the stripe. Come on. That's right. Own it. That's beautiful. Let's give it up again for McKaylin and Carisha. Next, we have Patrice Darnell and Patricia Darnell. Oh, yes. And here they are, a tribute to Mother Africa with these beautiful prints. Oh, yes. Okay, Patrice with your maxi dress. The kids, and Mama hiked it up just a little bit shorter, showing off them great legs. Come on. Off the shoulder ensemble and the matching head wrap. And I love, Patrice, how you have that matching up at the top. That's awesome. beautiful Patrice and Patricia Darnell. Next, we have Tamaya Joy Mitchell with her mom, Lamika Mitchell. Oh, there's Stripe. I love it. Look at the confidence, like mother, like daughter. Yes, the black and gold stripes, love it. The accent of white. Oh, check out the shoes, y'all. Don't miss the shoes, the gold and the silver. And next we have Annalise Okendo with her mom, Nicole Craig. Oh, they're twinning. Oh, looking like sisters. Go ahead. See, that's my kind of dress right there. Just casual, comfortable, and cute. Okay, the 3 C's. Come on. Yes, Annalise Okendo and her mom, Nicole Craig. Strike a pose. Yeah. Always a mom, always a mom. Listen to your mom. And we're not done just yet, okay? We have a special treat for you. We have this young man, this very dapper young man, Mr. Orion Smith Ramsey. All right, let's give it up for Mr. Orion. I don't know, is that, you got on coochie? What is that? You better walk your walk, sir. See, confidence starts early. And this is the son of Arabelle Ramsey and Mr. Jovan as well. All right. I don't know, is he trying out to be a Kappa? I don't know. But let's give it up for all of our wonderful participants on tonight.
All right, let's give them all a round of applause again. I want to say, weren't they lovely and wasn't he handsome? Now we're going to take a change, we're going to change a little bit around in our program. So what we're going to do for this part of the program is I want to introduce a young lady. Her name is Tamika Edmonds, and she's the health educator with the HIV and STD prevention program, and she's going to give a 7-minute prevention message. Let's give her a hand.
Good evening. My name is Famika, and I'm from the Detroit Health Department. I've been with the Health Department now for about 2 years. Prior to that, I was with Wayne County Health Department as a disease intervention specialist. So one of the things we actually do in my program, we go out, we do outreach, and we also do a lot of education where we give awareness about HIV, STD prevention, pregnancy prevention, and also resources that are available here in the city. So I was going to briefly just go over some of our stats, but let me just tell you a little bit about our program. Besides doing that, this past year, we also, I want to say we're coming up on our 2nd year. We have a condom distribution program here where we actually give out bulk condoms to different type of organizations that would like to be distributors. We also give them out to the community. You can actually go online and we will send you about 12 free condoms a week. Right now we don't have a cap off, so anybody is able to go on there as long as they are residents of Highland Park, Hamtramck, and Detroit. And so we do that once a week, and we've been blessed because the last 2 years, Trojan has given us donations for this program. This year, we received 80,000 condoms from them. So we've been trying to make sure we've been getting them out there in the community. Because one of our studies, we did find that in more urban areas, it is not accessible. Many times they are locked up. They're overpriced, and they're just not attainable for a lot of people. So that's why we wanted to make sure that people in the community have access to condoms. Another thing we had started this past year, we have a Parents Matter program, which is a 5-week workshop. We had started in 2 community-based churches where we actually go out and we work with the parents to have those kind of awkward conversations around puberty, sexual health, and sex education. So then that way they're able to go and have those conversations with their youth. Unfortunately, this past year we did get our stats back. And I was hoping like some of our numbers would have dropped since we have been getting more out in the community. And this year we have been blessed, like individuals like Ms. Sharon Dumas being able to let us come into the school and actually speak to the youth. But I think the numbers have kind of balanced itself out because more people are getting tested. So we're getting more reports. So we kind of expected the scores to be a little bit, the rates to be a little bit higher this year. So with chlamydia this year, and I really wanted to speak to this because it's our black women that our rates are very high. This year it was about 5.7 times higher than it is with our white counterparts. So I really, when I do go out, try to convey the message, especially to our black females, because the age range is from 15 to 26. And also, we're right behind with gonorrhea. We're not as high as when it comes to males, but we're right there. And also, with HIV, we are have increased by 3 times. So I just wanted to leave a message with the parents. We definitely have to have these conversations. Yes, they are awkward conversations, but you'd rather those conversations come from you and not from social media or from their peers. One thing I have gotten when I have gone out to talk to youth, a lot of times they're not getting the right information. So it's up to us as parents, and me being a parent, I have children from 26 down to 5, and I want to make sure that my kids are getting that information from me and not from somebody else in the street. Also, yes, those conversations about things can be awkward, but I'd rather it be me, mommy, you know. So I just want everybody to take that message away tonight that, yeah, our scores are high, but we can get them down. But we have to start educating our youth and making them aware, because without education and awareness, they don't know. I have material here tonight. If anybody wants my contact information, unfortunately I didn't bring my cards tonight, but I can definitely leave them with Ms. Dumas, and you guys can reach me. If you have an event you want us to come out and speak to, we can definitely do that. And thank you, and I wanted to salute also the debutantes for tonight.
Thank you so much, Ms. Famika Edmonds. Again, make sure you go to the back and get some information off of her table. And I'm going to hand this over to my illustrious MC, Mr. Darwin Griffin.
Thank you. Okay, let's give Famika another round of applause, please. Okay, at this point, we're going to have what's a very important part of the program, and this is the part that is the mother-daughter rites of passage. I want to introduce Ms. Airville Fielder Ramsey to come out and start this part of our program. Ms. Ramsey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you again for coming out to the Curvy Girl Debutante Ball for 2019. A debutante represents a formal introduction as a sign of a young lady that has reached the age of maturity and is ready to be introduced into society. Debutante is derived from the French language meaning female beginner. Our mothers are here today to present each of their daughters with a set of pearls that represent and symbolize purity, generosity, integrity, and loyalty. As you know, each pearl is special and unique in its own way, as it is nurtured by a clan, which is represented by our mothers. The pearl is released and showcased at the appropriate age of maturity by the clan. Mothers, since conception, we have nurtured our pearls and are ready for them to be showcased and introduced to society as ladies of distinction. The fathers showcase the young ladies as their formal introduction of their young ladies into society as well. So at this time, I would like for our mothers to come to the stage with their daughters so that they can give their daughters their pearl and introduce them to society as young ladies of distinction.
Have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Have you seen a valley green with spring where my heart can go journeying?
Ladies, at this time, I would like for you to hand your pearls to your mothers so that your mothers may crown you with your pearls.
To a blossom-covered lane.
Mothers, it is now time to present your daughter with their pearls and introduce them into society as young ladies of distinction.
Music in the night, wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as blue, sad as a gypsy, serenading the moon. Skylark, oh, I don't know if you can find these things. Oh, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there?
Others, thank you. Debutantes, please exit the stage. Please congratulate our 2019 debutante class for the Curvy Girl Project.
Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Skyline, have you seen a valley green with spring where my heart can go journeying over the shadows and the rain?
A little bit better than that.
And in your
Weren't they lovely? All right, again, is everybody having fun? All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to take a break for about 7 minutes. We've got snacks over there on the table. Get a chance to stretch because we've still got a lot more program to go. And then also, what I want you to do too is get an opportunity while you're taking this break to go over and meet some of the vendors. We've got Patrice Lee that writes books for young people. And any other tables that we've got along the wall for vendors, please feel free to go and patronize those different tables. Thank you again.
Oh, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there? Whatever you want, whatever you need, anything you want done, baby, I'll do it naturally, because I love every woman. It's all in me.
Also, there's the Empowerment Zone Coalition Incorporated. They're in the back table. Ladies, can you wave just so everybody know where you're at? They're going to be doing the presentation when we come back from this 7-minute break. So again, you can get a chance right now to go back there and speak to them, get acquainted with them, and then get more acquainted with them once they go and they do their presentation once we come back from break.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, yeah, I know I got it. All I'm asking is for the respect when you get home, baby. When you get home, do it for me. Keep on getting up, keep on doing yourself. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Come on and take care of me. Walking pretty from city to city. I am the queen behind the king. Change, change, change. 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 Change, change, change of food. For 5 long years, I thought you were my man. But I found out I'm just a link in your chain. Oh, you got me where you want me. I ain't nothing but your fool. You treat me mean. Oh, you treat me cruel. Change, change, change. Change, change, change of food. Everything has got a weak link. I might be weak time, but I'll give you strength. Oh, yeah. You told me to leave you alone. My father said, come on home. My doctor said, take it easy. Oh, but your loving is much too strong. I'm headed to you. Change, change, change. 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 Your shade of food. Oh, one of these mornings, the chain is gonna break. But up until then, yeah, I'm gonna take all I can take. Oh, yeah.
saved, but it's not instrumental.
Excuse me one second.
Don't worry.
Okay, so you ready?
Yeah, I'm about to bring them at right now.
Okay. Where are you at on here?
This is me right here, Eric Walker.
Eric Walker? Okay.
So are you going to, do you want me to explain who we are, what we do, and then we can 30 more minutes.
So then just ask somebody to come up and so they can do the demonstration like this. Excuse me. All right, I know everybody's getting an opportunity to go and get acquainted, taking pictures, getting a chance to go and grab some of the snacks. But we've got a pretty, we've got another part of the program that's also a very, very important part. And we're going to also have a little demonstration, as well. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to have you to give Erica Walker a round of applause. Give her your hearty round of applause. She's going to do a 7-minute presentation, and she's going to talk about something that's very, very valuable to everyone in this room.
Good evening, everyone. How are you all? Pretty good. I'm excited and really impressed by the debutantes this year. They're beautiful and amazing and so talented. Yes. So we are from the Empowerment Zone, and up here we have our intern, Donica Hammond. I am the project coordinator. And our main focus is substance use prevention. We also touch on health and wellness and mental health promotion. So today, and I just want to say, we are under the direction of Doreen Turk-White. She couldn't be here today, but she is extremely proud and just pleased of the transformation and the process that these young ladies are going through. We do work closely with Full and Fabulous, so just to see how they have transformed since I met them in May is amazing, and I know she can say the same thing. So today we have a sobriety test, a simulation. So we have alcohol vision goggles. We would love a volunteer or two to come up to the audience and just put them on and experience this simulation. On the floor here, we have a mat. So you have to try to walk with these goggles on to see if you can pass this sobriety test. Do I have any volunteers? Oh, I see. We'll get a youth and an older youth. Come on up. I'm gonna take this young lady first and then I'll get you two. Everybody give her a hand because she's about to do something amazing. So, what's your name? Demira? Yes. That's pretty and your dress is beautiful. Thank you. So, can you demonstrate without just walking this zigzag line? Simple. Everybody clap it up for her. She's doing great. Yes. Good job. Okay, that was simple, right? Come on, walk on back. Not yet. Come on. You got to do the zigzag. Walk on back towards me through the zigzag. That's what I meant. Now on the mat, you can see it's like a little bicycle, a trash can, a piece of paper. Normally when we do this, we try to have people actually pick it up and they say, oh, we got it. They try to show out, right? When you put on the goggles, it's a different story. So Donica, you give her the goggles and Donica's gonna be your guide. So if you feel like you about to fall a little or you might have a little issue, I'm gonna be on this side too. You got double protection. You feel okay? Tell everybody, describe like what is the sensation right now?
I feel really dizzy and drunk. Okay. And please let it be known I am going to string my husband up because he volunteered me for this. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, come on, I'm gonna walk you to this curb here. You got it. Just like you did before. Don't run me over though. Don't run me over. Good job. Come on, clap it up. Give her some encouragement. You almost there. Good job. You can take off the goggles. Give her another round of applause. Yes. So here, I'm gonna give you the mic. Can you explain like what the sensation felt while you were walking?
I felt dizzy. I felt off balance. I felt very incapacitated because my vision was extremely blurred. What you think is 2 inches away looked like 2 feet, looked like 20 feet. It's really weird.
Yeah. So that's exactly how it feels to be intoxicated or inebriated. And we have this to simulate to people, especially to youth. We don't want them to go and experiment with the alcohol. So this is something you can see the effects of it, and no, you don't ever want to feel this way, especially when you feel like you don't have control, you kind of stumbling all over the place. Why would you want to be like that and represent yourself like that? Your parents didn't raise you to be like that. So those are all the things we try to instill in them while they're doing this. Thank you. I know I saw you too. Oh, you know what? We're going to have the mat in the back. I don't want to pick one and not have everybody try. But this is why we do these events, because we want the youth. Why are you walking away? No, you good. Give her a hand again.
But this is exactly why we do it, because you see they're all volunteering now because they want to see, but we want them to go and try it, but not experiment with alcohol, not experiment with drugs. So the Empowerment Zone is all about being in the community, giving back to the community, working to build up the community. We are actively looking for volunteers, members to be a part of our coalitions, to come to our meetings. If you are at all interested and this was interesting to you, it was fun, come back to our table. We're going to be here until around, we have to get out of here, but like for the next 10 to 15 minutes, and just make sure you at least sign up, put your email down or phone number so we can reach out and get that connection going. Thank you. Do you guys have any questions right now? Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, and again, congratulations to the debutantes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, this is the Empowerment Zone Coalition. They're in the back. They have these wonderful pamphlets. Please don't let them go home with so many of these. This is really important. This one I'm holding in my hand is called Underage Drinking, Myths versus Facts. And so sometimes we think we know something about a subject, and we can get a little bit educated, and again, educate our daughters, our sons, nieces, nephews, grandchildren. You know, some of us, and I can speak for myself, have families with alcohol abuse. And sometimes we don't even know how to stop the cycle. And I really believe that a stop to the cycle is the information that we get. And so when we apply the information, then we get the transformation to stop that cycle of abuse. And so that's important. Make sure you stop by there. And I'm just here to also remind you to stop by the other tables that are here. I picked up this. This was really interesting. Sexting. Oh, it got quiet. It got quiet. It's just not husbands and wives doing this, okay? So many times there are young people that are sexting and their peers are seeing pictures of them when they shouldn't be. And there have even been some teens who have committed suicide as a result of not feeling like that they could not live. A year ago, pancreatic cancer, actually a year and a half now. And one of the things that she did, my mom bought books from Patrice for my children. And one of the books that they love to read is called When the Bully Met My Father. It's a very wonderful book that teaches children about bullying. And you know, why it's not cool, but also shows us as a family what we could do when our children are experiencing bullying. Because generally, you know, bullies tend to bully other people because of what they don't have at home. And so this is a wonderful book about the transformation, about when the bully met my dad. And I don't want to give the end away, but it's a really beautiful book. And I would like for you to just support her work, because children are changed by it. It's a great bedtime story, and it opens up a lot of conversation. You get to hear from your kids, because I have a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old, and get to hear about what they think about bullying. And I didn't even think that my children were experiencing already at their age, but they are. They are, my 6-year-old and my 7-year-old. So it's really important to support the work that she's doing. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to my co-MC, Mr. Darwin Griffin. You're welcome.
Don't I have a great co-MC? And I just want to give her a shout out. When that fashion show was going on, I was saying to myself, I'm glad she had that portion, because she did a great job. I mean, I could not go and identify some of the outfits that the beautiful young ladies had, but she was right on point. Her commentary, outstanding. Thank you. And just one other little note too, I just want to say too also that I had Miss Patrice Lee also to come out to one of the schools and to go, and she did a presentation at Pershing High School. And she talked to all of the young ladies and men there at the school about bullying. And I also had another person that's in here, and I want Katrina Berlin to stand up. Katrina? I know she didn't think I was going to do that, but Katrina also came, and she spoke at this event as well. And the students there, they loved both of their presentations that they did. They got a chance to go, and it was so interesting because after the presentation was over, when Patrice spoke and when Katrina spoke, they all jumped up and ran over there to go and thank them and tell them how much they appreciated them coming out to speak at Pershing High School. So again, thank you again for both of you to come out. Now, this part of our program, we're going to have a little tribute to Miss Aretha Franklin. Now, I just want to do a little something with everybody and ask real quick. Can anybody tell me what was Aretha Franklin's middle name? I got a hand back there in the back. Did everybody hear what that young man said? Louise. Thank you. What's your name? Say it again. Orion Smith. Give him a round of applause. That's our young people that knew these things, and now here we can learn a lot from our young people as well. But Miss Aretha Louise Franklin. She was born March the 25th, 1942, and she made her transition to be with the Lord August the 16th, 2018. Aretha Franklin was universally acclaimed as the Queen of Soul, and she was one of America's greatest singers in any style. And she died that day on Thursday at her home in Detroit. She was 76 years of age. The cause of her transition was advanced pancreatic cancer. That's what her publicist, Ms. Gwendolyn Quinn, said. In her indelibly late 1960s hits, Ms. Franklin brought the righteous fervor of gospel music to secular songs that were about much more than romance. Her hits like Do Right Woman, Do Right Man, Think, You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, and Chain of Fools defined a modern female archetype, sensual as well as strong, long-suffering as well as untimidably indomitable, loving but not to be taken for granted. When Miss Franklin sang Respect, the Otis Redding song that became her signature song, it was never just about how a woman wanted to be greeted by a spouse coming home from work. It was a demand for equality and freedom and a harbinger of feminism carried by a voice that would accept nothing less. Miss Franklin had a grandly celebrated career. She placed more than 100 singles in the Billboard charts, including 17 top 10 pop singles, 20 #1 R&B hits. She received 18 competitive Grammy Awards, along with a Lifetime Achievement Award in 1994. She was the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1987, its second year. She also sang at the inauguration of President Barack Obama in the year 2009, at pre-inauguration concerts for Jimmy Carter in 1997, and also for President Bill Clinton in 1993, and at both the Democratic National Convention and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s funeral in 1968. Ms. Franklin stayed musically ambitious. She repeatedly announced plans to study classical piano and finally learned to sight read music at the Juilliard School, but she never enrolled. She received several honorary degrees, including from Yale, Princeton, and Harvard. And in 2014, Ms. Franklin returned to a major label, RCA Records, with her executive producer from Arista's years, which was Clive Davis. Aretha Franklin sings great diva classics, presented her remakes of proven material, songs that have been hits for Adele, Alicia Keys, Chaka Khan, Gloria Gaynor, Barbra Streisand, Sinead O'Connor, and it reached number 13 on the Billboard album chart and number 1 on the R&B chart. She had 5 decades of recordings behind her, but listeners still thrilled to her voice. This was from the obituary that was in the New York Times, dated August 16, 2018. Her arrangements were held by Swanson's Funeral Home. And those of you that got a chance to see all of the pink Cadillacs, anybody see the pink Cadillacs going up and down the street? Those pink Cadillacs were pretty much her signature song. And they represented the legacy that she left for so many people. And those of you that may not know, they changed the name of Chain Park to the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. And also by Governor Gretchen Whitmer, part of the John C. Lodge Expressway is also being renamed after Aretha Franklin. So let's give it up for Aretha Franklin. Now, we're going to have two songs that are going to be sang by Kamaya Wardlow. And she's a vocalist, and she's going to sing two songs in tribute for Aretha Franklin. Let's give her a hand.
Hello, I'm a recent graduate from Detroit School of Arts. I am Kamia Wardlaw. I've been a part of the balls since I was like 9. I would like to thank Ms. Sharon for this opportunity. Thank you.
I
what I'm gonna do. The next selection I will sing is Say a Little Prayer. The moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little for you. And while I'm combing my hair now, and wondering what dress to wear now, I say a little for you. Forever, forever, oh. Stay in my heart and I will love you forever, forever. Together, that's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. I run for the bus, yeah. And while I think of us, yeah, I say a little for you. And at work I just take time, and all through my coffee break time, I say a little for you. Oh, forever, forever. You stay in my heart and I will love you forever and ever. We never will part. Oh, I love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. Forever, forever. You stay in my heart and I will love you forever and ever. We never will part. Oh, I love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. My darling, believe me, for me there is no one but you. Please love me too. I'm in love with you. Answer my prayer now, baby. Say you love me too. Answer my prayer. Oh, forever and ever. You stay in my heart and I will love you forever, forever, ever. Oh, I love you together, together, ever. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. Oh, darling, believe me, for me there is no one but you. Please love me too. I'm in love with you. Answer my prayer. Say you love me too. Answer my prayer. Oh, forever, forever, yeah.
Come on, no, hit that acapella. Don't be scared. Go ahead.
Forever and ever, you stay in my heart and I will love you forever, forever and ever. Never will part. Oh, I love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me.
Come on now. Come on. This is Motown. Y'all know we got talent. We could probably pass the mic around. Somebody else is in here as a singer, I'm sure. So let's give it up for Miss Camilla Warler. I'm trying. I'm so sorry. I don't mean it. But you did an awesome job. Thank you so much. And she said she's been a part since she was 9 years old. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. And that's her mom over there. So her mom is working. She's doing double duty. That's right, on tonight. So we thank you for sharing your daughter with us. It's just been lovely. So now we are going to continue with our tribute. And I'm not sure where our choreographer dancer, or she's going to do a choreographed dance, Miss Nia Riggins. And she's going to do it to Aretha Franklin's Respect. So we want you to get with her on it and check out these wonderful choreographed moves. All right. All right, once again, everyone, let's put our hands together for Miss Nia Riggins. Okay, it's one thing to dance, it's another thing to dance in heels and break it all the way down like that. So thank you, Nia, for that interpretation. And so now I think, for the moment we've all been waiting for. Yes, honey, they are ready. They are ready. And so here we're going to have our debutantes ball gowns presentation. It's the moment we've been waiting for. They look so, oh, I can see them. They look so beautiful. They do. Get y'all cameras ready. Y'all got y'all cameras ready? All right. All right, Mr. Tony, we ready for you.
Listen, dear, I realize that you've been hurt deeply because I've been there. But regardless to who, what, why, when, and where, we're all precious in His sight. And a rose is still and always will be a rose. There was a rose I knew I met once or twice before. She was a pretty sweet thing, not the least bit insecure. Then you came with your stick game, played with her. You, unashamed of the way you lied and played with.
Let's give it up for our debutantes with their fathers.
She never knew what hit her.
The lovely Miss Tanaya Hayes.
She was a thorn, trying to forget about you. 'Cause a rose is still a rose.
She is so beautiful.
Baby girl, you're still a flower.
And next we have Miss Shyla Butler.
Make you and break you, darling.
Again, let's give it up for Miss Tanaya Hayes.
Now believe me when I tell you.
And now we have Miss Shyla Butler.
When it tells you that he loves you, nobody else.
Oh, she's giving me Aretha Franklin vibes with that beautiful gown.
Tossing and falling, trying to feel the void, heartbreak brings. But when she looks in the mirror, she's crying. You can hear her. Now the rose is gone. She was a fool, trying to forget about you.
Thank you, Shyla. Oh, and her wonderful escort. And next we have Miss Isis Ramsey being escorted by her father in this beautiful green gown. Look at all those roses. And she just had a birthday, you guys. She's at sweet 16. Let's give it up once again for Miss Isis Ramsey. Next we have Miss McKaylin being escorted by her father. Oh, look at that beautiful lavender color. If you saw our segment earlier, she has on her beautiful pearls. It represents purity and integrity. She looks so beautiful. Again, Miss McKaylin. Next we have Tamia Joy being escorted. Yeah. such a beautiful red dress.
Realize that you've been hurt deeply.
That's all right. We are celebrating the Curvy girls.
But regardless to who, what,
and it's classy. You need to be.
we're all precious in His sight.
Again, let's give it up for Miss Tamia Joy Mitchell.
And a rose is still and always will be.
Next, we have waiting in the wings, our little painter, Miss Janiyah Jenkins. Oh, and this lovely chartreuse. Oh, you look like a little doll. Oh, she's so pretty. All of our young ladies are so pretty this evening.
She was a pretty sweet thing, not the least bit insecure.
They're so elegant and beautiful and classy. Look at this transformation. Loving the confidence. Next we have Miss Annalise Okendo being escorted by her father. Beautiful. Oh, look at this navy blue. Honey, and I love how you paired it with the wedges. You better work. That's right. Be cute and comfortable. Look at the embellishment. That is dazzling. Let's give it up for Miss Annalise Okendo. And finally, we have Miss Patrice Darnell. Oh, she is dazzling. Look at that sparkle. Come on, Patrice, blinged out. Go ahead. And she's also wearing her pearls. That's right. Be a young woman of distinction. Go ahead. Oh, you got to give us a look at those shoes. Once again, look at the shoes. Look at the shoes now. She's sparkling from head to toe. But more importantly, she's sparkling from within. Our young ladies have shined on tonight. Miss Patrice Darnell. Let's give it up for her and all the rest of our young ladies this evening. All right. This is so awesome. Now, I just by a show of hands, where are there any grandparents in here of any of the young ladies? Grandparents, wave your hands up high. We want to acknowledge the grandparents because this is generations, okay? This is awesome. Okay, now we already had some of the dads and the father figures and uncles here. Where are the aunties? All right, aunties. Because aunties are important. They're like the second mama. They the ones, when your child don't want to talk to you, they go talk to you, to the auntie. And where are the uncles? Any uncles in the house? All right. Uh-oh. Your wife said, get your hand up, man. All right, the uncles. See, uncles are like second dads. You know, if you got a good uncle, you can be like a second dad. And so we got any of the siblings, the brothers and the sisters? See? You thought I was going to forget about you, didn't you? I didn't forget about you. And so it's so wonderful. This is a family affair. And so we're so thankful to have each and every one of you out. And we're almost right at the end. We're going to be eating real good on tonight, being able to take pictures and continue to share in the experience. Right now, our debutantes are preparing to do their presentation with the dance with their fathers. I think this is so, so special. They get to be crowned, I'm sorry, not crowned, but presented by their mothers with their pearls. And now they'll be able to dance with their fathers or a father figure. And because that's so important now, I grew up in a single parent home. My dad was in my life, not as much as I wanted, but to know that there is someone out there that's willing to support you and cheer you on and help you navigate through some of these things in life. Because you know, we young women, we don't always know what's up with the game, and you need that dad figure, that father figure to help you, you know, recognize the game so we can not, you know, be taken down. I know I'm not by myself, you know, because we are in community and village with one another. So if they are ready, then I want you to put your hands together for our lovely debutantes as they have their dance. Oh, okay. Got the one. Tell me to wait. Tell me to wait. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Because I was about to break into a tune, tap dance, something. But you guys are ready? Awesome. So let's put our hands together for our lovely debutantes and their father and father figures.
Back when I was a child, before life removed all the innocence, my father would lift me high and dance with my mother and me, and then spin me around till I fell asleep. Then up the stairs he would carry me, and I knew for sure I was loved. If I could get another chance, another walk, another dance with him, I'd play a song that would never, ever end. How I'd love, love, love to dance with my father again. When I and my mother would disagree, to get my way I would run from her to him. He'd make me laugh just to comfort me, yeah, yeah. Then finally make me do just what my mama said. Later that night when I was asleep, he left $1 under my sheet. Never dreamed that he would be gone from me. If I could steal one final glance, one final step, one final dance with him, I'd play a song that would never, ever end.
Wasn't that awesome? All right, we're going to ask the fathers to step off the stage for a minute. And we want to give the fathers a great, great round of applause. Didn't they do awesome? The fathers, I was at the rehearsal and I was watching some of the fathers when they were rehearsing. And I know that two-step was real tough for some of them. And then the other part that I was watching too that was kind of tough as well when they were trying to spin them around. So let's give the fathers another great round of applause. The father figures that came, because there were a lot of people that wanted to come. And I just want to thank a lot of the young men that also came out to step out and go and make certain that if there was any young lady that might not have had a father figure to represent her, that we had a lot of great men to step up. So let's give those other men. I just want to thank some, because I looked at some of the ones that got up there and they danced with the young ladies, but I want to thank two of my good friends that were over here on the sideline, because they were kind of like saying, I didn't get to dance with one of them. And they were really anxious to want to dance with them. But I want to thank my fraternity brother, Gene Wilson. And I want to thank my business partner, Mr. Carl Baxter. And then any others that did get an opportunity to go and do the dance with them on the rehearsal, I want to thank them as well, because there were a lot of people that stepped up that wanted to go and dance, but they didn't have the opportunity. So I just want to say again, thank you to everybody, all the young men. But now we're going to have a part of the program where we're going to go and we're going to present the young ladies with their tiaras. And what we're going to do is to have them to go and be presented with their tiaras. Now, the young ladies, we're going to, after they get the tiaras, we're going to have them to go and pretty much like speak about how it's been for them since they have been in the program with Ms. Dumas and Full and Fabulous. The other thing that we're going to do too is that we're going to give them an opportunity to talk about an award that they received. And they were granted, it was $8,000 combined for an award that they received. So let's give it up for them. And that was something that they did, and if I'm not mistaken, that was through Shark Tank. Is that what? It was like a Shark Tank type award that they received this $8,000 grant for. So again, let's give it up for them as well. We're ready?
Each of our young ladies has worked very hard this term to go ahead and make sure that they have completed all of the things that we have asked them to do. They've attended workshops, they've worked together, they've attended conference calls, workshops, and as Mr. Darwin said, they did win money for the Shark Tank event. So they deserve another round of applause because they worked hard. At this time, I would like to present the young ladies with their trophies and their tiaras. But each young lady has made a commitment. So I'm going to say the words, and each young lady is going to repeat after me what their commitment is. I promise to graduate from high school, graduate from college, get a career, get a husband if I choose, and start a family. I am and will be a successful young lady. Could each one of you come down so that I can give you your crowns?
Let's give them another round of applause. We're going to do one thing. We're going to ask a couple of the young ladies. Then, you know, I just want to say this, because we were going to ask some of the young ladies to come up and talk about their experiences, but everybody knows the hard work that each of these ladies did. So rather than have them to come up, we're just going to go and ask you again to give them a nice, round, warm welcome and thank them for all the work that they did. And don't they look lovely? And the mothers, the fathers, the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the siblings, everybody should also take a bow, because you made it possible for them to be here. You also made it possible for them to get that rite of passage from their mothers to them, and especially to get an opportunity to go and have them to recognize the fact that they're going to be some very, very gracious and lovely young women that are going to be into the future. And there's a great future for every one of them. So we're very, very proud of them.
And so we will be talking to our young ladies after, but we appreciate your patience and your involvement thus far. So what we're going to do is we're going to bless the food. The food will be served very soon. And we just thank you all for staying. And we also hope that you will stay afterwards, because we're going to let them explain just a little bit about their involvement. But we know you guys are hungry, so we didn't want to keep you waiting. All right. Okay. Yeah, she asked me to. And so at this moment, if we can look to the Lord. Father God, in the name of Jesus, we come before you, Lord. We acknowledge your presence in this place. We thank you for such a wonderful evening of display of your creation, Lord God. Father God, I pray that each and every young lady will take with them this moment where they were able to be center stage, and they would know how special and unique that they are, and that they will never settle for anything less. Lord, we thank you for all the parents and grandparents, aunts and uncles, and all the siblings, and all of those who volunteered on tonight, those who have worked tirelessly to help in the transformation of these young women. We thank you, Lord, for all of those who have done so much. And Father, even on tonight, we ask that you bless this food. Let it be nourishing to our bodies as you see fit. In your Son, Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And so I do believe they're going to be calling the tables. And so they will let you know, when your table is being served. If you need to, it's a good time to go to the restroom, wash your hands, or go visit any of the tables of our vendors that are waiting. It is some things that's on the table that's absolutely free, especially up here. It's a great bag. I have one. Got little treats. And it's still probably, I don't know if all the snacks are gone in the back, but this is your time to take a couple of pictures if your table has been called, and talk amongst yourselves. Again, we thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Claim it. Yes, you did. sins away. How happy day. Rejoice, rejoice. For the stones roll away. Yes, it will. Oh, yeah. Yeah, wash my sins away. How happy. What a happy day. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, Miss Mavis, take it. bringing me out of the dark. Finally, I can see it crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare. See how I will leave with every part of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire burning in my heart, reaching the fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars I'm doing taking its way. I was born by the river in a little tent. And just like the river, I've been running ever since. He said it's been a long time coming, but I know my change is gonna come. Oh yeah. He said it's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. I might not be if I knew what was up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know my change has got to come. Oh yeah. I went to my brother and I asked him, brother, could you help me please? He said, good sister, I'd like to, but I'm not able. And when I looked around, I was right back down on
Testing, testing. Push it down.
From me on the side, taking time to make time, telling me that he's all of mine, learning from each other slowly, looking to see how much we're growing. The only boy who could ever reach me.
Check, check. There you go.
I'm gonna do it from here. So I need her trophy and her tiara. A trophy, the trophy that's over there, the big one, and a tiara. Okay, you can turn it down just a little. Thank you. Thank you. Can I have your attention, please? First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you for coming out and supporting our program for our girls. I'm Sharon Dumas. I'm the president and founder of Full and Fabulous and the Curvy Girl Project. Thank you. Thank you. I can tell you what, I don't have any girls. I have a granddaughter, but these are my girls. We have been through quite a bit this year. One of our girls had been abducted, and we discussed it, and we talked about all the women who were being killed and thrown into trash cans, and the fear that I saw in these girls' eyes, really, I was unhappy about it because it made me feel like as adults we had failed them. So I had them, we decided to do a press conference, and these girls right here had never done a press conference before. Channel 4 came out, and we talked about safety tips. And the girls even said that they felt like we failed them. Nobody's asking them questions about how you feel about, walking past a dumpster with a dead body in it. None of that. And I just know that if they talk about PTSD, we all have it because there's so much trauma going on until we can't help but have it. But what about our children? How do we teach them to cope? So our goal is to make sure that we assist the parents. Now I have to admit, because I'm a very frank person, some parents aren't doing their jobs, but it doesn't matter. It's up to the parent next door, the parent around the corner, to make sure that they're all our children. It doesn't matter what color they are, they're children. And so I just think that we're supposed to step up. So I'm proud to say that our girls came up with 12 tips and that girls could use or children could use this summer to stay safe. Don't walk with the earphones in your head. Make sure you're walking with someone else. Even if you don't have anyone to walk with, if there are 2 or 3 people walking ahead of you, keep up so people think that you're with them. Just different common sense tips, because I believe that God's degree is the only degree that really makes sense to me, and that's common sense. Can we just use a little bit of common sense? Which is not even common anymore, but to me, that's God's degree. So I just want to say to the girls, congratulations. I am so proud of you. Let's give them another round of applause. Also, they're to be congratulated. We're going to throw a real party after this, though, girl. But they're to be congratulated. We had a grant that we went after. They could win up to $7,500 to start their own business. It's through the Community Connection. And so, believe me, it was a struggle trying to pick them all up. That's why we're asking, I'm not going to say begging, but if you know Ella DeGeneres or someone else who would like to be generous to get us a van, because a lot of our girls couldn't come because they didn't have transportation, and they were afraid to get on the bus on Saturday. So we could only, Kim and I picked up as many as we could. 1 or 2 parents came and brought their children, but we were transporting them back and forth to these meetings. Thank you, Nikki, because she did a lot. And so there were 4, it started out with 10 groups for the entrepreneurial grant, and I kept telling the girls, just hang in there. You know, we could win this. And some of the other organizations had 2 groups. We had 2 groups. One of their groups dropped out each time. So we were the only one with 2 groups. And both of our groups won. One group won $4,800 to start their jewelry business. The other group won $3,400. And that's to start, now check this out. This is to start a comfort business. So they have cards and pillows for children who are being bullied or thinking about suicide. So when you go to your mom, one of the girls said, when you go to your mom and your mom said, and you tell your mom they're depressed, the young lady said, and the mom says, what you got to be depressed about? I pay all the bills. Well, we're not living through these times. You know, we don't get a chance to see all the stuff they see, dead bodies on Facebook and all the things that they see. We weren't exposed to that. So I call it 21st century girls overcoming crisis. And we had a summit where we educated them about the facts. And that's why I asked the prevention programs to come, because if this is the only time I can get some adults in the room, I got you. Now, what you do with it is your business, but we wanted to share with you, and I really wanted the health department to talk about, and listen to this, 13,000 reported cases of chlamydia just in the Detroit public schools. 13,000. 100 young people in the 48219 zip code, I have this as facts, have HIV. This is real. This is real out here. And so if you're not teaching them, we're going to teach them. We got to expose them. So now there's a clinic that maybe you parents don't even know about, that they can go and be tested if they're pregnant, tested if they have some type of STD, and treated. So it is so bad that the city of Detroit hides everything. All these kids that were being abducted, I collected over 100 and about 40 from November to maybe February. And I was like, what in the, and then when I go and check the statistics, they're not there. They're not there, so why is it not there? So I asked my friend Valerie if she would write about it in her paper, and she did, and she said, I can't find the statistics. So I said, I know for a fact that if a child is missing, run away or whatever, you have to go to the police station and then to the news. Well, all these I collected came from the news. Then why isn't there a list of these people who are missing? Because they don't want all this billions of dollars being spent in the city of Detroit. They don't want them other folks to know that we got some issues here. We got some serious issues, but I'm gonna talk about it because it's later than we think. So I know we did a lot of talking tonight, but it's because I want to show our girls that when there's no leader in the room, you step up. If you're passionate about it, you step up. That's just how life is. So they are leaders. They will be leaders as adults, and I know that for sure. So I just wanted to take a minute because I like to give people their flowers while they live. And I just wanted to say that my mother is here. Her birthday is Miss Dorothy Tankersley. Her birthday, she'll be 85, January 28th. But I always give a summer birthday for her because winter, I don't move around the same in the wintertime as I do in the summertime. And so I want to ask my niece Keita if you would come up. Miss Tankersley, would you please step up? Jesse, would you bring her up, please? Or, well, can the whole family come up that's still here? So this is what I'm doing. I'm actually crowning my mother queen of our family village because it takes a village. And so this is our village. You are a part of our village, but this lady right here, I love her so much. Miss Tankersley, Oh, she want to walk with whoever she want to walk with, okay. All those her nephews. Can you come this way, ma'am? Thank you. We have cousins here that we haven't seen in 15 years, 35 years, and they came because we're being honoring this Spitfire right here. Her mouth, though, I can tell you that. That mouth is something. Can you grab this trophy? Now you're gonna have to hold, okay. Can she put it on your head? Oh.
There she goes. Yes, ma'am.
Give it to her. No, I need a picture with that on your head. Let's give her a big round of applause, please, ma'am. Thank you. So we need to take a cut. Where's the photographer? Tom, I know you're probably eating, but let me get this picture. Oh, thank you. Would you like to say something?
Well, hello, darling. I will get you.
I know. I just think it's so important that we honor our elders and all the young people that are here. I want to make sure you know that this is how you're supposed to treat your mom. All right, can you take this picture? Can you guys stand around her really quick? And why you're not up here? Family, we're talking about she's been on one block 56 years. Amen. So, all right, let's give her a big round of applause. All right.
Why you ain't up here? No more. Wipe them off. Yeah,
okay. Whoa. Thank you. No. Thank you. Have a seat. Take her to have a seat. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, I want to say a special thank you to a gentleman that's all over the place in the community doing so many different things. And I just think they don't honor him enough. And so he didn't know that he was going to be honored. Darwin Griffin, can you step up, please? Please excuse my seat. Even though I fell off a ladder backwards and had back surgery, I just believe that the work still needs to be done. And so that's why Can you come over here, please, right here? He don't like women telling him what to do either. But Darwin Griffin, a special thanks, the 2019 Full and Fabulous Community Service and Leadership Award. I do appreciate you. I just want you to know. Look. Would somebody honor this man more often? He won't look like that. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Can you get close so we can at least get a picture together? Thank you so much, sir. All right. Now, don't sit on the other ones. Get up. All right. Okay. Thank you. And we have a couple other people. I want to say thank you to my team. I know they've been all over the place. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I want to say thank you to my team. I am actually getting ready to take a step back and be president of our board. We have a new executive director, Ms. Arabelle Fielder. Can you come up, Ramsey? And can we have Ms. Javon Clifton come up? We're going to make this really quick. Let's give them a hand. I just want to say, ladies, thank you so much. Javon is going to be our program director, and Arabelle is our executive director now. And I just want to say thank you. Arabelle has been back in town from Virginia probably 5 weeks, and we've been working her like really, really hard, nonstop. And Javon, as she told you, at 8. Oh, Trevon. Okay, thanks, Javon. Javon was in the program that I worked with when she was 12. And so I'm so happy to have both of you. You can see the work that we need to do, just the joy that I see in the girls' eyes, and then just how much they've grown, is like amazing. So for me, it's like fuel for me. I can get up and walk when I see my girls doing what they're supposed to do. And I will check them. I don't let them get out of hand. They have to be ladylike. So I just want to say thank you, but I have something special for you. I don't have it here. I ordered both of you a massage. You can book your time when you want to go. So thank you so much for all that you do, and welcome. Welcome. Thank you. Can we have Kimberly and Delisa come up, please? I'm trying to make it quick. Delisa, come on up. Delisa thinks she's slick. She looked in the box and saw what I had for her. Oh. Yes, can I take a picture? Let me get this out the way first, and then we could be done. And her fiance is walking her up, my nephew. Delisa, thank you so much. I mean, you work so very hard. I just want you to know I have something special for both of you as well. So there's this hotel that has jacuzzis in the room. And so that's what I'm going to give you guys for your wedding. That's what I want you to have. So congratulations to you and thank you so much. They've been driving around all day, just kind of putting it all together. Delisa is really my right hand, and I just want you to know how much I love you. I also have a plaque for you. The 2019 Full and Fabulous Curvy Girl Project Gratitude Award. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Take care of her. I just think that we should appreciate people when they are good to us. And so Kimberly, even though she had hip surgery, we work her really hard. She's been in the back, making sure everything happened like it's supposed to. Kimberly came to us as an intern from Specs Howard. She was only supposed to do our website and all of that, but she does everything. She's my other driver. She picked them up in her car. You know what, parents? I can only tell you only one parent offered us gas money, and we picked them up over 15 times. I just want to let you know that. Anyway, we do accept gas money. I just want you to know. Anyway, this is the 2019 Full and Fabulous Curvy Girl Project Gratitude Award. I so appreciate you, Kim. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of the team. Great job. So, in closing, I hope you enjoyed the show. We definitely do need a van. Our 16-passenger van is in disrepair. My uncle taught me that you have not because you ask not. I ask all the time now. So I went from a 501c3 that was asking for $200 or $300 to learning how to ask for hundreds of thousands of dollars, because I believe the program should be all over the world. So we have something called Global Chat, where we talk to girls all over the world, just on one phone, on Hangout. And they get a chance to talk about all the topics that's going on with them. And the interesting thing is everywhere is having the same problem. The abductions, I can't even imagine some of the things that we hear that's going on. So again, if there's a neighbor that has a mom that might be preoccupied with any type of substance abuse, please speak to that child. I mean, suicide, I spoke in Atlanta. Our program is in Atlanta as well, and we're going into Birmingham, Alabama in January. But I learned that the #1 age, or the new age for suicide, is ages 4 through 7. 4. What? How could that be? I don't get it. But we have to make sure that when a child is saying that they're depressed, we got to step up. If you see something that may not be right, speak up, because we're losing them. That's what's happening. I'm not sure what time it is, but I'm tired. So we have music finished. What time is it? 9:30. Now this was our goal. So if the girls are done eating, we wanted to have a Soul Train line, because it's so important that our young people know how to party without all that. You know what I'm saying? Can we party without all that just because we love each other? So that's what Hezi. No, he can come up. Hezi has been with us the whole time. Come on. Come on. Don't he look handsome? Look at that. Oh, but we have to watch him. He's a ladies' man. He be touching and feeling it at 2. So I have to get on him all the time. Say hello.
Hello.
So we're going to do a Soul Train line, and we're going to get up there and party with our young people. Just only 30 minutes. Let's have some fun. Please put your trash in the cans so that when it's time to clean up at 10 o'clock, we're good. We're good?
Baby,
but the trophy.
They got their trophies.
No, the bags, they're all the same. Thank you to all the parents. We appreciate you. Can we have some music, Maestro? See you later. Now I'm ready to eat. Thank you to our escorts, the young gentlemen in the black and white. Thank you guys, we appreciate it. You did a good job. Make sure you get a bag off the table. We have some free Full and Fabulous bags as well. The pink bags and silver bags are for the girls. You leaving? Yes. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. We're taking a week break, yes.
Why? Hi.
What's up? What's up? Okay, girls who don't have to go, can we get up on stage real quick and let's get some kind of hustle, something? Can we get? Okay.
I'm ready. Get out of these clothes.
Okay, go put your other clothes on.
I put that thing.
Huh?
How did you get that?
Thank you, baby.
That's why Stevie Wonder or something.
Yeah. Okay, our sister up here waiting on you guys. Come on now, just one record. It could be anything. We're getting the music together.
I was a lonely no one, living in the vacuum of life's debris. Victimized as one of self-deprivation, and made for my utter insecurity. I was he and nothing, living in the slump of love's misery, starting from the lack of sweet affection, till you came to rescue me. Now my eyes don't cry no more, my heart don't ache no more. Since you walked through my door, I don't have to no longer be blue. And my eyes don't cry no more, my heart don't ache no more. Now the love touch my soul on my lonely nights alone. I was a Mr. Lonely, seeing only darkness in the bright of day. Blind even though my eyes were wide open, but then your love sunshine my way. Hey, my eyes don't cry no more, my heart don't ache no more. No, since you